All right, be right back.
All right, welcome to our bi-weekly broadcast. Right now, it's the Freddie and Clem show. No George tonight. George is busy, I believe. So I think Mike Wine will show up in a little bit. He has a daughter in school. So as for everyone else, who knows? So since Freddie's going to get some alcohol so he could chat more, I've been working on this. As for everyone else, what was that?
That was me. I was starting up the YouTube thing, so I'm gonna look at the chat.
Oh, okay. The people on, there's 2 of them on chat, so this is 4 of us chatting with each other. So
Starting up the YouTube. What the? Okay.
So working on a Mac SF3D kit. Actually, this is my first Mac SF3D kit. It's called the Fireball. And what I picked up for this kit was a resin, a little resin kit. That I'll show you the instructions to the resin kit. It's awesome. They look like, if you grab them. This is the resin kit instruction thing that came with it. Just a list of parts and some moon speak. So the resin parts are, I already glued one of the resin cockpits here. You see that? There we go. And the other side of the cockpit here, and the side of the cockpit. So originally this part was together like so. If you imagine this piece was in here, and this was actually 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had to cut this apart and cut this piece out so that I could display it so that it's open like so. Because the figure here just kind of sits, if I can get it correctly, like so. I've also installed magnets in her arm so that I could have it attached here like so. Well, if this will work with me. Have her arm attached so I could position it before I glue it down solidly. So she's supposed to be hanging kind of out of the pod. She's bald right now, but she does have hair. So that's this project I'm working on. And I started this at the build gathering, and some people have said, or actually Funaka said, yeah, I'll probably put this away and get back to it 8 years later. Hopefully that's not the case.
And this is the last we see of it.
Yeah, well, screw you, Freddie. I'm going to still work on this. Because no one else, well, I'll come back to this. Let me go show what Freddie, or talk to Freddie, see what he's doing.
All right. Finishing up the prep for high grade Grim Guard. It's all in pieces right now. I'm just going through making sure I have everything ready for painting. Have just a few more details to add for these vents on the legs. So I'm going to work on that later. And probably going to add a little bit of detail with styrene.
So this was, all right.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
This is what you were working on last time, right?
Yeah, I haven't touched that since last time. I'm a flow builder. And I think I'm missing a piece.
You leave it at my house?
No.
Is it on your floor? Your cat get it?
Probably.
Are you sitting on it?
Nope. Oh, I'll find it later. So yeah, I have that going on. Once I finish this, which should be pretty quick, I'm going to start continue working on the diorama. And that's in the other room, so I'll grab that a little bit later.
Yeah, I'd like to see your progress on that diorama, how far you've gotten along with it.
Haven't done anything at all to it.
Oh, great. So these builds are your chance to work on something then.
Yeah, I've been working on a lot of freelance stuff, so I haven't really had that much time. But just finished that off, so I'm going to try to finish all of these projects by the competition in November.
Cool. Well, yeah, one day that you can paint at my house, right?
Yeah, but
You can paint at Dan's house. He's not here to defend that, so.
Nope, but nah, it's fine. I just need to take like a day to paint all this stuff.
It'll take a day?
To paint 2 kits, yeah. Well, most of them. Most of it, at least.
Huh. All right. Go back to talking about this thing a little bit. So originally, this piece right here was kind of more straight because it lined up against this edge and kind of closed up, and it was inset in here. So when I cut it out and cut it completely out, I want to have it displayed. So I bent this a little bit, and when I bent this, right here, you can hopefully see that, the bend right here, I had to crack it a little bit, and when I cracked it, I added some styrene glue and plastic shavings in there to kind of seal that in. So now it's pretty solid, and it's in as part of this. I glued it back onto this part, so it's pretty solid here. Now I did that because originally in this section right here, there was this joint piece that kind of looks like this, and there was like connection pieces here that held this here so that this could connect to the bottom of the 2 leg pieces. Since I have removed those socket pieces there, I created a new socket using just styrene, and that should go right there, and hopefully that'll look sort of normal. It might look like he's grown a couple of millimeters, but I still need to kind of test fit this a little bit better. But that's pretty much what this is going to be like with that in there, and hopefully this will look all right.
So is that way more work than you initially thought it was going to be?
Oh yeah. I wasn't. I mean, the other side to this resin conversion thing is that it wasn't designed for this kit. I think it was designed for the Snake Eye or something else that looks similar to this. So I had to do a lot of refining to the resin to get this to even fit in here. And even though it kind of fits in there, it's not perfectly, flush with everything. So I'm starting to fill some of the areas with. Right now, I use just some styrene just to fill it as a base structure, and I'm going to put putty in here and sanding that down. But yeah, this for my first Mac SF3D kit, I'm going a little overboard as far as just I could have just saved so much trouble and straight built this, which these kits aren't overly easy, but they're simple. They're kind of simple in that there's very few parts. The only problem with some of these parts is, you get spoiled by Gundam kits, in that a lot of parts you could build separately and then put it together at the end. A lot of these parts you're gonna have to build an internal piece and then build connect some of the other pieces to it, and do more seam work. So seam a small piece that would be in the center of this, and seam up the bigger piece that's over it. And I have yet to even fathom how am I going to approach painting this stupid kit. Let's see.
A lot of masking.
Yep, a lot of masking. So we
so
have.
how did Otakon go?
How did Otakon go? Okay. I won an award. So Angel and I went to Otakon 2 weekends ago and participated in the Gunpla Builders World Cup there. And I mean, Otakon used to be a pretty good place to compete. This was maybe 10 years ago. That's where I first met Child of Mecca. Tim from Child of Mecca was at Otakon about 10 years ago. Well, actually, probably a little bit longer than that. About 12, 13 years ago or so. So that used to be the place where you go to compete because, you know, a lot of good maulers were there. Now it's, you know, folks that live in the area will go to New York Comic Con to compete because that's where there's like a good amount of competition happening. So one of those things that I noticed when talking to a lot of people, a lot of contestants there, they seem pretty happy that there was a decent level of competition happening this year at Otakon. And that's one of those things that when I go to a contest, I know that I want to compete against a lot of, you know, really good modelers. So that, you know, if there's a contest that, you know, people are avoiding because, you know, the competition level isn't there, that's kind of doing a disservice to the competition itself by not, you know, not offering that, I guess, level of competition to the people that, you know, can only attend that event. So I think that's one thing I took away from it was that I think the people were pretty happy that, you know, there was a higher level of competition. I mean, there are really good modelers there. Some of the folks came down from New Jersey to compete. I know New York Comic Con is kind of hard to get into, being that you know the tickets sells out. The tickets sell out, you know, fairly quickly. So, you know, granted it's a higher level of competition there, but it's also, you know, if people would show up at, you know, Otakon, that'd be great. So I mean, the folks at Anime Expo are decent. So it's great to have like that level of competition. That's kind of one of those things that we bring to SCGMC is, you know, we want that higher level of competition, so that, you know, we do have separate categories. We have a advanced, intermediate, and we have an expert level. So over the past years, we've seen people vastly improve on their projects. So, you know, people that have entered beginner or intermediate in previous years should be entering advanced now. And some of those advanced people really should be entering expert level as well. Right, Freddie?
Yep. Last year was my first competition. I went into the advanced one.
Chris, you should join us. There's two of us broadcasting. God damn it. Anyways, Chris said that Otakon would be worthwhile if they sold single-day tickets. I mean, Otakon used to sell single-day tickets, but I guess to simplify their event, they just sell, you know, full, you know, all 3 con days worth of tickets. And I think as an event, it's not a bad event to go to. I mean, the Artist Alley there is amazing. The art show there is absolutely amazing, and it's more anime themed. So it's quite comparable to Anime Expo versus, you know, New York Comic Con is more comparable to, you know, San Diego Comic Con, and that, you know, that type of venue is more towards, you know, the big studios, the big comic books, and it's just a couple of years ago the New York Comic Con absorbed the, you know, anime convention in New York. I forget what the anime convention name was, but, you know, they absorbed that, and it was New York Comic Con and anime, you know, events. So I mean, it kind of get, you know, the whole anime aspect of it gets lost unless you're absolutely into comic books, which I think Freddie's more into comic books, right, Freddie?
Yep. More into the. I don't really watch that much anime. I'm mostly more into comic book stuff, sci-fi stuff. So Comic Con's like perfect for me.
So one guy, let's see here. Let's see what the questions are. Yeah, John on the chat entered beginner last year. He's going to enter advanced this year at SCGMC. So, I mean, people are definitely improving. There's another question on there. Thoughts on premium Bandai kits and the trend of more Bandai kits as opposed to normal retail release kits.
Oh, Nike.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. I mean, Bandai's found a way to make, you know, a lot more money on a kit that would sell for a lot cheaper by, you know, making it a premium type thing. So, I mean, eventually, I think, I don't see it as a trend that'll last. But I mean, it's been fairly successful. So my problem is, you know, granted there are kits I like. You know, the Powered GM is a kit that I would like to get. I already have a conversion kit for it that I built years ago. So, I mean, that it's P-Bandai. I would be less likely to get it unless I, you know, ran across it at a convention or if I was in Hong Kong and I saw a shop with it. But, you know, with a lot of P-Bandai stuff, and even with, you know, I attributed to some of the resin kits that come out at Wonderfest. Those kits will, you know, be, you know, sold for an insane amount of money, you know, right when it gets released. But, you know, you wait like a year or so, and people are offloading those kits on auctions for less than, you know, the P-Bandai retail, or even, you know, just, you know, normal master grade prices. At least I think that would be the case. I haven't done much research on that, but I know that with resin kits, that's the case. You know, you can find, you know, last year's new resin releases at those reseller shops for fairly cheap. Let's go back to the chat. There's a lot of, people are talking about the master grade heavy arms Kai. So yeah, I know in the US a lot of people will be interested in that kit. Let's just, well, it sucks that Bandai is choosing this route. I mean, I can't, as much as I like, what
bitching. There would be a lot less bitching if the US actually had a legitimate portal for P-Bandai.
Yeah, and I guess they do have an online shop, but then to get it from an online shop, the Japanese online shop, you need a third-party shipper. So we're talking companies like Rinkia and Bai, I think is another one, that will purchase the kit, but you have to pay a commission fee, and then you have to pay the shipping from the Japanese online retailer to your buyer, and then you have to pay the shipping from your buyer to you. So you're easily paying double the amount for just, you know, a plastic kit.
Yeah, let's see. The cheapest I saw the heavy arms on sale for is like $80.
So
yeah.
Chris is arguing about this.
Oh, trying to catch up with.
The chat's going by really quickly for me to, like, you know, continue, you know, try to. The chat's its own entity right now. But yeah, I guess. Well, the last time I looked at the P-Bandai thing was you had to get a third-party seller. But according to Chris, he says that the P-Bandai shop is open to international sales. So is there a link someone could send?
YouTube doesn't let you post links on the chat.
I'm not gonna get any building done, am I, today? There's like 2 of us on. It's the Clem show with Freddie randomly saying stuff.
I'm commenting once in a while.
So Chris is saying that they sell through three places now. I thought those were the third-party retailers like Bai and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that, but their selection is crappy as hell.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think one of them actually had a P-Bandai kit. That was like a while ago when I looked at it.
Is it because they're sold out so quickly?
No idea. I would imagine so, though.
I know a buddy of ours is going to Japan in end of September. So if you guys come to SCGMC, there's going to be some stuff from Gundam Front, maybe a P-Bandai kit or 2 on the raffle prize table. So that's going to be kind of cool. Anything we do to go plug the shit out of our show.
It's going to be the same as last year where one guy won both perfect grades?
Did one guy win both perfect grades?
I think so.
Well, see, the way a raffle works is the more money you spend on it, the more tickets you get, the better the chances you are at winning the raffle prizes.
And one guy managed to get 2 perfect grades.
Oh, the chat's talking. Oh, the chat's inflamed with one another.
Oh, Nike Suton?
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to the workings of the Gunpla communities online. I mean, once upon a time, yes, but then I had a lot more stuff to do with my free time than worry about online arguments. But it's fun nonetheless.
Yep.
So, as I let Freddie talk for a while so I could sand. What's up, Freddie?
Nothing much.
I should make Freddie present. Or give Freddie control so he could, do stuff.
Do what stuff?
I thought Jason was joining us. What are you doing on the chat and not joining, Jason? What the hell? Sean said
Chris
he was
too.
joining, but I think Sean was sick. It's just one of those, I guess, school starting as well. So how many of you guys are in school?
All of them.
Shouldn't you guys be doing homework?
Should be. But will they? No. Okay, time to grab the diorama. Be right back.
Well, we cater to a younger crowd, so that's why we asked about the school thing. Hell, I've been out of school for a while as well. Good, maybe 15 years or so. Almost. Now, what sucks about these kits is you have to be careful when you're sanding them. You could sand away details that you didn't want to sand. Plus, I had to kind of glue this thing together so that this could get working. But this, gluing it together makes it harder to, sand this stupid thing. So any of you guys out there work on a Mac SF3D kit?
And a slight delay. I think there's like a minute delay or something.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Cliff, so I have a question for you.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so you can switch to me, I guess.
Yes, I'll go switch to you. Sorry about that, man.
All right, so getting ready to continue on this diorama. I got some plaster cloth here.
Yes. Excellent stuff.
So, okay, so this is my first time going through a diorama using this stuff too. What do you suggest I do here? Like just to cover all this up.
Start now on top you have a wood base under there, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you want to lay down a layer of foam on there? Or you want the wood base kind of as part. You want the wood to be the base layer that attaches to the plaster cloth.
No, actually, I'm gonna put another layer of cork in the bottom.
Okay.
Because originally I was thinking of just having like a street on level type of thing where everything's the same, but when against it, I'd rather have it more of a desert scene.
Cool.
So I'm gonna put this down and gonna beat it up a little bit more.
So what you want to do with that plaster cloth is just start laying it down, like cut strips of it, wet it, and lay it down. And when you lay it down, you can take your fingers to kind of move the plaster around to kind of smooth out the grid-like features, and then lay down the next layer. So strip by strip, and what's nice about it, it conforms to the shape of whatever you cut out really nicely. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Okay, so I'll keep most of the detail I have going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
get a bowl of water. Let's start. Let's do this. Let's see you work on this.
All right. Let me cut this piece here, then I'll get that.
Tim's joining us. He's getting tired of just listening to the two of us babble.
Yeah, I felt sorry for you.
That's okay, Tim. Tim, where's your video camera?
No camera tonight, so I'm just commentary this evening.
All right.
Do you want to moderate?
Not really, because I'm working on my website, so.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
fine. At least there's no echo with Tim here, so this is kind of a nice thing.
Well, I got my headphones in. I learned my lesson from the last time.
Oh, it was because of the headphones?
No, it was because of no headphones. So.
Oh, that's kind of what I meant. It was because you didn't have headphones on. That was the echo.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case because sometimes it happens to someone else that's not using. Well, I don't think only person that really uses headphones is George.
Yeah.
Well, can't
see,
George tonight.
I use my camera, and my camera has a mic in it, but I use my voiceover mic. Just because it sounds better, and I think there was some conflict or reverberation or something like that in there. I honestly don't know, but it seems to go away when I have headphones in and the speakers aren't blasting the sound, so whatever works, man.
Feedback. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, so I heard you guys, I was sitting here, watching the feed on my iPad, sitting here, coding away, and heard you guys talking and everything. I was just like, man, this sucks. Only two people. I got to get on here and at least give some color commentary or something.
Well, this is what it is. I mean, some of us have busy lives, so if other people join in later on, we have other people join in. But if not, we'll make this work with just the two of us.
And you know what? Some
Three
people just aren't fucking team players.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to take one for the team.
Don't they know it's broadcast night? Goddammit!
Yeah, Dan and Angel and Mike Wine. I don't care if your daughter's going to college. You get on this damn broadcast. I kid. I'm joking.
We haven't had Nate on in a while. I wonder if he's watching this while driving somewhere.
Or he might be drunk.
Well, that's usually the case. Nate's done with his kid, so there's no reason for him to join the broadcast anymore.
Wow.
He's blown his wad.
That sounds so wrong.
I walked in at the wrong time. Who's blowing whose wad now?
Someone's blown someone's wad. Yeah, that's it.
I see we got some good people in the chat, though.
Yeah, we got some healthy discussion in the chat that I haven't been paying attention to, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I've been looking at it, you know, here and there. I mean, it looks like we got Chris. It looks like we got Alan from Down Under, Makana Man. Shout out to Alan. Maverick. It's a good deal. Oh, and the ever lovable Sweeton.
I don't know who these people are.
You know Chris.
Well,
and
yeah.
And you know Alan, but Sweeton? You've never heard of Sweeton?
Not really.
Dude, everybody loves Sweeton.
Okay.
Freddie, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Sweeton is the best.
Well, come on, Tim. Back in the days, we had our own people that everyone loved.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Every generation has their own, which is fine.
Yeah, there's always one, you know? There's always one.
So, Tim, you ever work on a Mac SF3D kit?
No. It's not my style, man. I just...
No, yeah, this is totally not your style.
Yeah.
Too round, too bubbly.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. And you know, it's funny that you mentioned that because the guys that are on Gunpla Talk with me, we have our own little chat deal, and we were actually talking about that this morning. And one of them asked me, you like realistic, kind of designs and everything. I'm surprised you don't like the Mac kits. And I'm like, yeah, it's just not my style. And like you mentioned, yeah, it's a little, the designs are a little bulbous for me. It's just not my style.
One of these days we're gonna have you build an act guy.
Dude, I don't not like the aquatic suits. Don't get me wrong.
We've had this discussion, Tim.
Yeah, no, I kind of dig them. Like one of the better examples here recently is Zach, on the show, Zaku Aurelius. He just finished High Gog, and he painted it to kind of resemble a Mac kit, but the gradation was a little stark, so it ended up looking like kind of a killer whale. And I so dig it because it ties in with the aquatic suit theme really, really well. So, I'm not opposed to doing aquatic kits. Trust me. I just haven't done one yet.
All right. Well, Freddy's getting set up with his bowl of water. Actually, Freddy, you about ready to go?
Yeah, I just need to cut out the strips.
Okay, let's watch Freddy do this because I've done this a million times, and this is Freddy's first time. Virgin.
What is this? What are we watching?
He's plaster clothing his diorama base.
Is that like plaster of Paris, but in like cloth form?
Yeah, kind of.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, this stuff's awesome. It's great for terraforming stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a really porous cloth. I don't know if you want to switch over to me.
Yeah, you're. I think you're presenting.
Yeah, you got the ball.
In my hand.
Oops. Yeah, you're presenting.
Okay.
So you.
But your camera's pulsing in focus and out of focus.
Yeah, there you go.
Because he's playing, rave music.
Make a drink, it'll work out.
Remix.
Who joined?
Mike Wine.
Mikey.
We'll get to Mike Wine in a little bit. Mike can't be working on it. He just finished something.
Don't worry about it.
We never do, Mike.
Mean.
Yeah, I don't even have the bulk kit there. It's up in the cabinet. It's done.
I have an that guy too.
Yeah, so do I. I just got a set, actually from one of our Christmas parties 2 years ago.
Oh crap! Did I give that one
And
away?
I got a set. I stole it from gosh, Harry.
Hey, it looks like there's a question in the chat that was asked just a few minutes ago by Silver Maverick. Anyone ever use Lightroom for editing your pictures? Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
Lightroom is amazing. It's a great piece of software. It basically blends the high-level capabilities of Photoshop into a very user-friendly interface. So, yes,
Really?
Lightroom all the way. Oh, hell yeah.
Actually, I find it better than Photoshop. A lot more intuitive too.
You know, in some respects, yeah, I totally agree. There are
Is it
some
free?
things. No, but it's cheap. I think you can get it on Amazon. I think you can get a Lightroom subscription with Photoshop, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, for like $50 for a year, which is an amazingly good price for the software that you're getting.
Yeah, either $50 per year or $10 a month if you want to go through a subscription.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and Lightroom is outstanding. There are a couple things that you can't do in Lightroom that you can do in Photoshop, but they are very, very high-level things that a vast majority of people will probably never, ever even attempt or look for, much less use. So yeah, I mean, if you're just kind of a casual, you want to make your photos look really good, yeah, Lightroom's the way to go.
Freddy, you done cutting that? I want you to see you get wet.
Want to see me go wet?
In the
Yeah.
window.
Woo.
Oh, soak those rags.
I think we all want to see you get wet. Like an episode of Sausage Party.
Sausages.
I have to rinse off the excess water, right?
You don't need to worry too much about that.
Okay.
Oh, getting wet.
Soak it, lay it down, and then start using your fingers to kind of mesh the plaster around. Oh, get those fingers nice and wet and dirty.
Use
Yes.
those fingers.
Oh, slide it all over. Oh, it's nice and slippery.
I'm starting to regret that I joined this thing.
What? We're teaching people how to build dioramas.
Did you tell everybody how you fingered my butt?
That was
Whoa.
a credit card slide, and get in line because Mike Wine gets it all the time.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying it was amazing.
You know. The exchange rate is much better.
Wow.
Freddie, layer it on top of yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Exactly.
just like that.
Exactly. Yeah, the exchange rate is better when you slide through a Chinese butt
No.
Ouch.
Clean it up a little bit more.
than a Japanese one.
There's no sexual talk here. We're
Yeah.
talking.
The Hong
We're
Kong
talking
dong.
diorama building. Shut your mouth.
Area.
The Hong Kong dong is better in the long run.
So anyone else out there interested in building dioramas? This is kind of what we've done to create your put the plaster over foam. Now, what's nice about this is it's nice and thin, so you're not going to get too much shrinkage. If you were going to use something like Celluclay or some other paper mache product, if you put too thick of a layer down, it tends to warp when it shrinks as it cures. so that you end up with a bowl sometimes, and that's sometimes not what you want. Yeah, work those fingers, Freddy. Oh, get them all nice and white, like they're pure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to Mike Wine since he joined us rather a little late today. But, better late than never. Hello, Mr. Wine.
Hello, Michael.
Hi. What's happening, guys? I'm working on a GM sniper.
How
I
was
just
college?
finished. It's my daughter actually. She's doing great. She's just started architecture class. Studying to be an architect. So.
I thought she wanted to be an artist.
Congratulations.
Well, that's what kind of started the whole thing. She started doing the artwork and the animation and stuff like that, and then her teachers in high school got her into trying room design and stuff like that, and architecture just kind of took off. She really loved it, so she got a scholarship, and here we are.
Ah.
So yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm proud of her, really proud of her. Anyway, I'm working on a GM sniper, but one of the things I wanted to show you was I just picked this. This just came in today, and this is at the last build gathering we had.
I like how you immediately went out and ordered that stuff.
You know, this stuff's not cheap either. So I'm going out on a limb here, but it's a huge can. It's a lot. There's a lot in it. It's a 15-ounce can. Those pesky polycaps that don't take paint. Okay, this is supposed to provide a good enough adhesion to where you can actually paint your polycap. So I haven't tried it yet. I actually decanted some. It didn't seem like it needed much degassing after putting some in the jar here, and it seems like it's pretty thin. You don't need to thin it at all to use your airbrush. So I'm going to test this stuff out and see if it works. If it does, then I'm not posting.
I hope he lied to you.
Yeah. Yeah, you would hope that, wouldn't you?
So
people out there that know what I'm talking about, especially after building that Volks kit. Okay, there was a lot of polycaps in the Volks kit, and some of the cables and energy cables and stuff were all made out of this polycap material. We're talking about this stuff right here. It's flexible crap. But
Polypropylene.
Yeah, this stuff is supposed to help. It works as a base, not as a primer. You put this on first, then you prime over that and paint over that, and it's supposed to work. So, like I said, I'm going to try it, and if it works, I'm going to post some pictures about it showing one with like a polycap or something with this and one without. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Everybody knows when they paint a polycap, the shit just flakes off, and it's pretty bad. But like I said, I was doing that Volks kit, and a lot of those power cables and stuff, little cables that were attached to the shield and everything, those were all made out of that same material, and I had a really hard time getting it painted. Some of the stuff, once I posted, that was it. I wasn't moving. Huh?
Have you seen this in practice before? Like, someone actually do this, or?
No, he heard it from someone talking about it.
Someone at our build gathering said that this is what they use to get paint to adhere to polycap. It's an adhesion promoter, so you have to kind of rough it up a little bit. Then you use this as a base, prime and paint over that. It's supposed to work. So I didn't think it was going to show up this fast. I mean, I ordered it expecting it, at least take a week or so. It got here in like 2 days, so it's here just in time for the show tonight.
So Mike, someone in the chat is asking, how much did the can cost?
Let me see what I paid for this. With shipping. I can't remember exactly. It was 20-something bucks. It's not cheap stuff, but the thing is that this is used in the automotive industry to help paint stick to plastic, and I think that's what the big thing is that it's designed kind of to what we're using. It says right on the can, makes paint stick. The adhesion promotion works on plastic, so that's what it's designed for. Let's see what we paid. Let me go back here. check my order. I'm trying to remember. It was 20-something bucks.
I like that the chat's having their own, like, discussions. This is fun to watch.
Most of it's about Sweeton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. It was $18 on Amazon, plus a couple in tax. There was no shipping to California. I mean, no, it was free shipping, I should say, to some of California, but there was a little bit of tax. So a couple bucks in tax.
I like how Chris is complaining we're boring, yet he's still watching.
Chris isn't even on. What's he doing? Is that the one that had all his dental work done?
Chris is probably naked in bed, playing with himself, thinking about us.
Especially after all this white plaster action.
Just this old dinner bottle here. It's decanted, so I got a nice little few ounces in this can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just experiment with some old polycaps. I'm going to take I'll paint a few with it and some without.
Got that echo.
There too. Yeah, I heard it. I started hearing it about a minute ago. But anyway, I'm going to test it out, and then I'm going to post some pictures on our website. Those Gundam guys, I'll put it up there. Maybe even a little video. I can pull it off, showing if it works or not. So.
Let's go back over to Freddy.
Some more of that wet action here.
Yeah. Wetness and white powdered goodness. So what do you think of the product so far, Freddy?
It's working good so far. I noticed that it's on overhangs a little bit.
Oh, I love her. She brought me dinner.
All right, I think it's Mike Wine that's echoing. So no, I muted him and
no more echo.
Let's try muting. Is the echo still there?
Nope, it's gone.
No, it's gone. That worked.
Yeah, because I muted myself and the echo was still there.
Yeah, I unmuted Mike and it looked like it went away.
It wasn't the whole time that Mike was talking. It was, like he said, it broke in like in the middle of his presentation. Whoa, what is that? What? Switch to Mike Wine's screen. Holy crap.
All right, Mike's showing off his dinner, which looks like nachos.
Nachos, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Can you hear me?
What? You got some pork nachos there, Mikey?
Yeah, my wife made carnitas yesterday, so this is using up the carnitas. So I've got some carnitas nachos that just showed up.
Nice.
They're delicious.
See that, people? Not only do you get modeling tips, you get cooking tips on this show as well. You're welcome.
Yeah. You are welcome. So, yeah, I'm just going to eat some of these really quick. While Freddy gets his hands all wet.
Wet and sticky.
Oh, look who joined us.
Hey, look, it's Chris. Chris, is your camera on? I'll let him get settled in before he starts, blasting us about, being boring and whatnot.
You guys are boring. You suck. This is stupid. I'm still going to watch, though.
This is model building. It's supposed to be fucking boring. This is why we do this, because this is boring. As I sit here and sad like a stupid monkey. So I've applied a little bit of light curing putty. That's where the yellow bits are. Hopefully you can see. Do you see the yellow bits?
I see the yellow bits.
All right. So right now I'm sanding the other side. And this is as exciting as this gets. You guys should all know this because you guys are all model builders, correct?
Well, yes.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, this is why we do this, because it's less boring when you're doing this with people, you know, trying to outbore each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Chris still trying to get set up?
I don't know. He's still he's kind of blacked out right now. No mic, no video, nothing.
I think he's just putting it on there just to shut us up. Look, I'm on, okay, guys?
Yeah, probably.
No, I just felt like joining just to say shut the fuck up.
Oh, there he is.
There it is.
I don't feel like
How's
saying
work,
like,
Chris?
It's pretty good. I'll be up in like 5 hours, so it should be fun.
Well, you don't need that much sleep for work. Do you enjoy work now?
It's alright.
Are you looking for another job yet?
This was on the internet, right? No, I'm not. Yeah, I am.
So you building up your sick days so you can come out to SCGMC, right?
No.
The answer is yes.
The answer is always yes.
Except when it's no.
Don't fucking say no.
You know, I just took a sexual assault seminar, and that's not true. For work.
Really?
Well, if you chloroform them, they can't say no.
All right, there, Bill Cosby.
Did it teach you how to sexually assault somebody?
Yeah, I'm curious about this class. I didn't know they taught sexual harassment.
No, it was like an online thing I had to take and say, oh, someone comes to you, this is what you do, and these are inappropriate ways to talk to people.
Was it three douchebags trying to, like, as a newsroom setting?
No, it was a flash. It was all flash.
Oh, okay. I recently had to take a sexual harassment thing at work too. Just because I started touching someone inappropriately, they felt that I needed this class.
I didn't know Angel worked with you.
Well, you know.
Maybe they'll work.
He's the one that got
only
sexually assaulted.
Harass Angel, okay? There are other people in this world that I could touch.
He touched me.
But that wasn't really harassment when it's warranted, right?
Well, I didn't really have much choice. I was doing the dishes, and you walked up behind me.
Hey, if you didn't want to be touched, don't dress that way.
Sorry. My wife likes it when I dress provocatively.
Wow.
I'm just waiting for the people to listen to this or watch this and take it completely the wrong way. It's gonna be great.
So Tim, are you saving for your daughter's, future sessions? She's gonna need it.
Right?
Exactly.
So my dad walks around in a dress. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. This large Asian man sexually assaulted my father.
And then
Okay,
tiny
I did wait till she left to do that, okay?
Still.
She doesn't have to know.
And what you don't know won't kill you.
Exactly. And knowing is half the battle.
You goddamn right.
So what else is new in the world of Chris? Chris?
Yeah, lunch, sand, stuff. So boring.
You went to Gundam Planet.
Yeah, that was fun. I gave the owner my that Wing Zero custom I did a while back, and for my, I would say, graduation, he gave me the Rubber Sanji.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, that you made a video of shaking the shit out of it?
Yo, I'm sorry. That got everywhere. There was a video that Mecha guy posting a video of, oh, look at my kit, it falls apart. Learn how to hold the kit, man. Like,
No, Chris, You got to say it right. Hey, look at my kid. It falls apart.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Just makes it funnier.
Oh, wow, man. Like, it won't stay together, bro.
Too much social media for you guys, man.
What's that?
Too much social media for you guys.
Nah, we just
Well,
know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, like, even Xavier said, like, people were using that video and they're saying, oh, this kid is garbage, like, I'm not buying it. And the kid is pretty good. Like, I've only started having issues when I put the third-party bazooka on there, and it was, like, too heavy. That's about it. Otherwise, I haven't had anything fall off. Maybe I handle my kits properly, like, it's a model, not a toy, but I don't know.
You're right.
No, you're
But
supposed
maybe it's just a shitty.
You're supposed to pose it and put it in all sorts of funky, positions.
You're supposed to play with it along with your
Yeah.
G.I. Joes and Transformers.
Yeah. I mean, I have been playing with it. It's like a toy right now, but still nothing's falling off.
That video is fucking hilarious because Chris is just on camera just shaking the shit out of this thing. It's just rattling back and forth.
I know.
I mean, like, and you saw nothing fell off. I mean, what does that say? I mean,
It says you lucked out in the real grade Sinanju lottery there, Chris.
yeah, apparently. Yeah.
You got the one good model in the entire world where everybody else's model sucks dick.
Hey, sucking dick might be a good thing.
Only for you.
Well,
Don't sugarcoat it, man. It really good.
I'm actually using a Dremel to sand stuff. Check this shit out.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's always something wrong with that. So, this is the Dremel Micro I have, and I want to sand away that little nub here.
That's resin, right?
No, this is plastic.
Okay. I use my Dremel sometimes on resin, but it's too
Yeah,
sharp.
but this is such a low speed that it's not melting the plastic. It's really nice.
What's the RPM on that thing?
I don't know. Let me check. Let me finish
It's
sanding
like-
it. Hold on, let me finish cleaning up this piece first. So I could not totally fuck this up. I want to say 500 revolutions.
Oh yeah, that's like nothing.
Yeah, it's because the next stuff is 1,000 and 1,500, 2,000 and 2,800, I think.
Yeah, like the lowest RPM on mine is like 5,000 RPM.
Yeah, that's gonna do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah, but this is not bad. I mean, I really don't recommend using a Dremel to sand anything, plastic model wise. But
So that's the Micron one, or
what?
what's the name of that Dremel?
It's called the Dremel Micro.
Okay. Yeah, I like that it has a light on it.
Yeah, so it's nice. We actually got this to do my dog's nails.
Wow.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
It works decently. I mean, I could have.
He got him to do the dog's nails so they don't fight back when he's trying to put them in the oven.
I told you. I found out he was Jewish, okay?
That way he doesn't get scratched when he's trying to shove him in.
That's terrible.
What, Mike?
That is pretty terrible.
You're talking with your mouth full.
I'm sorry.
Mean and racist. Winning combination.
I know.
No.
Hey, Freddie, save that excess powder and like dump it on there while it's still wet.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Try to get it to look not like it's not
And,
clogged.
and don't dump that water out in your sink.
We also
Oh, yeah.
saw what Dan does with his excess powder.
Yeah, Freddy, don't put it up your nose like you did last time.
That was Dan, and you know it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Problem? What problem?
That was actually Manny first, but Manny can't act himself out of a paper bag, so it had to be Dan.
Yeah. Couldn't act himself out of a closet with both hands and a flashlight. Yeah, poor guy. Little camera shy, that boy. Just a little.
He's like, I just can't do it.
I couldn't either, but I still took one for the team.
Well, you don't really have to say much,
No, I just had to look emo.
which is not difficult for you.
Nope.
I don't know if that's a good
About
thing
your
or
little
bad.
teddy bear cuddle thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Majority of people enjoy that video. There are some people that don't like it.
We didn't like it.
Do you have any comments on that?
People with lack of sense of humor.
So you
What
actually
video?
got comments.
Or morals.
I never noticed any negative ones. Did you get negative comments on it?
No, it's not so much. I don't know. I don't know how to take it, but it's some like it got shared. So just reading some of the comments that got when people share it was kind of entertaining. There's never a time where you put out anything that is universally loved, ever.
It's a it's a parody, folks. Right?
Well, yeah, people get it, but they still don't like it, or a majority of people like it.
Those are the only ones we care about.
Exactly. We entertain ourselves, and that's all that counts. And we also advertise the shit out of our show, which is all that counts.
Which is this November.
You think we're here
November
for you?
what? Saturday, November 12th, right? 9 a.m. 4.
Oh, it starts at 9?
Yeah, it starts at 9.
Didn't it start like at 10 last year or 11?
No, it starts at 9. Freddie, you're going to be there at 8.
On a Saturday? Fine.
Oh, poor guy.
They have to start driving at 7.
If you want, you can crash over at one of our houses. I nominate Dan's place.
Wow.
When he's not here.
Well, you know, he's not gonna see this either, so you know, it'll be a surprise.
Yeah. You've got 2 little girls. They'll love you.
I'll probably end up taking my little brother and my stepson.
Makes sense.
Are you guys going to be live streaming it this year again?
We're gonna try.
No. Sucked.
Just set it up.
We did learn our lesson. We're gonna edit it and post it out there, right, Freddie?
I'm recording everything and then posting it up. That will be my job.
We like that everyone has a job. We're good to the Mexicans.
Yeah.
We love tacos.
Who doesn't love tacos?
Exactly.
All right?
Tacos rule.
Everybody loves good taco.
Speaking of tacos, you done eating your taco?
Oh, yeah, it was delicious. Yeah. Just like those day laborers, Jose and Jose B. So I'm thinking about doing a sniper diorama with this.
Are you gonna hide it in some tree?
Huh?
Are you gonna hide it in some trees?
No, I was thinking more urban setting, but I don't know yet. I keep going back and forth. I know it's been done before.
Everything's been done before.
I know. So I'm just snapping it together right now. The thing I haven't done is actually sat down and drawn, a diagram or something on paper to try to figure out what I want to do. So,
You like the plan.
well, it helps. Wow, that is a tight-fitting fist. Holy shit. Man.
Hey, Chris, how far is work from your home? What's your commute like?
An hour each way.
Oh, rough.
You're taking the train?
Yeah, so I get out in the morning and I like pass out. I read a book. Like I already took off the Friday for Comic-Con and like it's my better job.
You need to find a better job.
Yeah, no, this. I mean, I'm mainly in this job just for the experience, like to gain experience,
Okay.
and then like it's basically covering my bills. That's about it. Like I don't have money for fun of any kind.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, so it's in a few months I'm gonna look for something else. I mean, I'm looking for something else now, but in a few months, I'll have. I can say, oh, I've been working there for 6 months.
So what do you want to do?
Go back to school.
Seriously?
No, I want to go for my master's, but I want full time first before I do that.
In Masters in Computer Engineering?
No, I want to switch to electrical.
Ah.
My major allows me to take. I can go for any of the major, like electrical, mechanical, or computer.
Did you get a CS degree?
What's my degree? Yeah, kind of.
How was it kind of?
It's like a BT technology degree, so it's bullshit.
Oh, it's like the business technology.
No, it's bachelor's in technology. Like I can right now I can go for a technician's job, but I'm also eligible to go for I can go for the fundamentals of engineering exam. I'm eligible to take that now. Means I can go for a master's in engineering if I get that. Yeah, that's not annoying at all.
No, that's not annoying at all.
Sorry, you can hear that?
I bought some rubber stuff that Michael, your favorite guy, Mitch Fitchemeyer, bought to spray on the rubber parts, like that Polycap material on the old Pat Labor kits.
Yeah.
I did a test with it, and it I rubbed it, and it rubbed right off. And it rubbed off. It's like a rubbery substance. It's kind of like that stuff you spray in. It looks almost like the stuff that you ever see the commercial where you spray your gutters with so that it seals leaks.
Oh, that stuff.
No, this is
No, I know.
like that.
No, I know. I'm saying I wish I would have seen what you have. It looks better.
Well, it's clear. I haven't tried running it through my airbrush yet. The consistency is pretty thin already, so I don't think I'm going to have to thin it at all, let alone know what to thin it with. I'm not sure if like leveling thinner would work on it.
Yeah. So what are you gonna clean it with?
Clean what with?
Yeah, read the instructions. How to clean up afterwards.
You're gonna clean your airbrush. Do you know what you're gonna clean it with?
It's an
Clean your
acetone.
stuff. What I already clean everything with anyway. So.
You might want to test that out, Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I hope you don't.
Now, again, this came from your friend, okay, and he said that it works, so.
Hey,
I'm thinking it's
I only know the guy. It's not my fault you listen to his bullshit.
Mike, what you should
I'm going to blame you anyway, Clem.
Mike, what you should do is, if it works, decant it, bottle it in separate little bottles, and sell it under your own like wine name. Wine's special polycap material paint.
So this is only, I mean, it decanted really easily too. It didn't require any degassing, from what I could tell, because when I stirred it, it didn't even really, nothing came out. So.
It will be great if he opens the next bottle and it fucking explodes on his ass.
Mike's
Do it on camera.
It's just long enough.
Freddie, did you glue that down first or no?
Well, he says he's on your side, but then he always wishes for the worst.
Someone say something?
Yeah, did you glue that your like raised part? Did you glue that down to the corkboard first, or you using the plastic on
Yeah,
it
I added
together?
a little bit of glue to it before I started.
Okay, yeah. Because I did that once without it, and like it moved and it causes cracks.
Yeah, and I'm getting the sides down, so it should be okay.
Yeah.
How do you like working with that stuff so far, Freddie?
Good so far. I do notice that still has that cloth texture to it in some places.
Yeah, for that you're probably gonna have to use some kind of like maybe like a thin layer of paper clay.
Or just get Pasta Paris and just use that on there.
Yeah, same type of deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing.
Yeah, when I do it, I just spray it, like I mist water on it, and I just sift the powder over it and just let it dry to itself. Especially if you're going for like a terrain feel.
All right, I'll give that a try. To buy some more.
Like the bag that was in, there's probably powder at the bottom of it.
It already went up his nose. Too late.
Oh my god, that joke is so old.
All gone.
So good.
So Mike, you gonna build another IMS kit?
Books?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any more, but it was all right. It didn't take long. I looked at the photos I was taking during the build, and it was about a month it took to build it. And I didn't work on it every day. There were some days where I didn't do anything. But roughly about a 1 month build. Because realistically, there's not a lot of steps to it. Not a lot of parts. It's just, I mean, I did quite a bit of masking.
Yeah.
For some of the, I call them feathers, shoulders and stuff. There's a lot of details underneath that had to be masked off in different colors. But other than that, it's only primarily three colors. The whole thing. So. It was fun. It was decent. I mean, it turned out good. I noticed, though, that the shield is really, really heavy, and it made it. It still doesn't. It's almost like it tilts. Everything is so.
So you left it so it could still be posed, or you're gonna leave it in the fixed position?
Well, I did glue some. I did glue some stuff, but the hip joints, especially if you set it on a slick surface, they had a hard time with the weight, the sheer weight of it. And then the torso has like a funny pivot point in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, because of that, when you put the shield on, it almost tilts the whole thing to the shoulders to the left. Just because of that. So, I mean, not knowing that going in, I didn't glue some of that stuff internally because I didn't realize it was going to pull to one side. It's all right. It's posable, but I did some of this stuff is fixed. It's not going to come out. I definitely didn't want to move it once I had it done. Transporting it's going to be an issue because of just all the little dangly bits hanging off.
Yeah, how are you going to mail that to me? I don't know how you're gonna package that up.
I'm just going to drive it to your house.
All right. You can stop by Tim's on the way.
Okay, right.
He'll be wearing a dress.
It's kind of
Or is that just for fun?
Tim's first.
Give him a little reach around, like Clem did on the way by. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You know.
Wow.
Where's the Clem special?
I don't know.
Don't be jealous.
That wasn't really. Yeah, I should that. It's not too bad. It stands up pretty well. It has the feet have to be on something that it can grip. I ended up standing it on just a paper towel because even on my desk was smooth enough that it, the hip joints just want to start moving around. And
Hey, how do you like your
the
light
ankles
box?
are a little. Oh, I love it. I think the pictures turned out good.
Don't they look so much better with an actual light box?
It was a night and day difference between what I've been able to take before and that.
And you took those pictures with your phone too, right?
On my phone, yeah, and I ended up not using the phone stand because I really couldn't get as close as I wanted to with just holding it. So I just used the highest resolution on my phone and got in close and took a lot of pictures. So I think they turned out great. Like I said, way better than what I was putting on. I just didn't have it. I mean, that wasn't too bad. It was $50 for that thing, and it came with two LED lights and some halogen bulbs. You could put halogen bulbs in it or leave it LED. It came with the phones or the tripod stand for a camera or a phone and the phone attachment, and then the box it came with 4 different color backdrops. So
Your stand has a thing to hold the phone?
yeah, the little stand that comes with it has a bracket to hold your cell phone, so you can take pictures.
I got some. Mine is almost identical to that one. I saw your pictures, but it was made to hold an actual camera.
Yeah, that thing will unscrew, and it's the same attachment for a camera, but it's just another little piece that you screw on top. Like one of the pictures shows that little mount, but I ended up not using it, like I said, because it was too far away.
You want to show it, Mike?
Let me see if I can dig it out here. Yeah, it's all folded up in this.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
Oh, just the stand part. Because
pull out, man.
The whole light box is all folded up. I mean, that's going to be too hard. Here's the. Okay. This the base of it here. These just fold out like this. This piece comes off the bottom and then attaches to the stand. So this will unscrew at the top here, and you can put a camera on here, or it's spring-loaded for a phone.
It's a selfie stick.
Yeah, and it expands. It's got a little bit of a expandable tripod thing.
Mike, why buy the selfie stick?
See, this screws on the bottom. This piece comes off, and then you put it through.
Yeah, what's so weird about the thing is it's made to be on a table, and it's like, if you're taking pictures of something in front of you on a table, why do you need something that high?
Right, and that's one of the things. That's one
so
of the
weird.
I mean, it has a pivot point here. You can loosen this thing and really move it down, but by doing that, I mean, you're almost. I mean, this thing only swivels so much on a little ball joint at the top.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like it was too high and too far away. So, like I said, I just used it without it. I just used handheld. And I turned on the audio function on my phone where I can just say shoot and it'll take a picture. So rather than having to try to touch the screen, to make a decent shot. Once you get it lined up.
Someone in the chat says this show is turned into all about cams now. I see no techniques here.
Is that?
It's all about cameras? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Hey.
All right, fine. Fuck you. Here, cutting. This is technique. Goddamn you.
Yeah, but it's so out of focus though. Like you can't really see what you're doing there, Colin.
Well, sometimes you know, it is about techniques, because taking good pictures of your kids is like the end result. When you get done with something, you want to be able to show it off. You have to take decent pictures, and having a good, you don't have to have a good camera setup. You know, like Clem said, because you don't have to have a $300 camera. I took all those with my phone. But having a nice light box that has good lighting makes all the difference.
So what? I thought like even someone in the chat said it says all you need is Vaseline on the camera and a cluttered background, and that's how you take your pictures.
Yes.
That's it.
I mean, I bought a box, and it came with lights and everything, which not everybody's going to have, but I'm not the kind of person that usually does things half-measured.
Oh, I got a question for Clem.
I'm the guy that will spend all the money he can.
Mr. Clementine, how long does that putty you're using take to dry?
A while.
And that putty is what?
Probably about a day. This is a epoxy putty quick type.
Okay.
It's two-part putty. It usually takes about a day to dry. Depending on how thick a layer you put down. But actually, not necessarily full day. I would say probably about 3 to 6 hours.
I have both of their epoxy putties. You like the quick type, right, Clem?
Yeah, I don't like the smooth type at all.
The smooth, I haven't used these yet. I bought them. I can't remember why I bought them.
Yeah. What's the point of the smooth type? I mean, like the quick type dries pretty smooth. I don't understand.
Yeah, they came as a set. It was like a package deal when I bought it. So.
No, I mean, because Clem was saying he hates the smooth type. I was like, is there?
No, I don't. I'm not sure what the difference is as far as the finish. Do you know, Clem? I mean, one really noticeably smoother than the other.
I've used the smooth type. It's a little bit it's smoother than this, but it also takes longer to cure than this.
So yeah, the quick type is your go-to, because it's just, even though it takes a day, it's still faster than the other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to go really fast, I would go with light curing putty. But since I don't need to sand this quickly.
Yeah, I love the light curing putty too. I think that's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, light curing putty is really good. Really good for quick fixes.
Especially if you don't want to wait for it to dry.
And you can, especially if you're in that prime putty fix cycle, it really makes things go by quickly.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know what light curing putty is, this is light curing putty right here. And the light curing putty is what I use for these yellow bits here. So I puttied in, cured it with my work lamp for about a minute or so, and then got to sanding it down. Speaking of techniques, how is Freddie doing laying down plaster?
I'm getting there.
Looks good, man.
That's
Alright, I think I'm almost done. I'm gonna have to pick up some plaster of Paris to finish it up later on.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it's not too small now.
What's not too small?
The diorama base.
Freddie, what scene are you trying to build to your question in the chat?
Actually, I built a working drill into the Grayzine, the drill kick. So I'm just gonna have it drilling into Barbados' chest. I'll grab it right now, but my hands are full of plaster.
No, touch your finished kit.
Make me touch it.
Because we have new audience members that have never seen it and would like to see the drill in action.
Alright, let me finish this last strip and then I'll wash my hands and go grab it.
That was cool. Is there an echo?
Yeah.
Echo, 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 echo.
We don't have George here to blame it on, so.
We can still blame him.
Okay.
George will just be
Alright, I'm just gonna go wash my hands and then I'll show what I have so far.
You should use your tongue to lick that stuff off. It's tasty.
I should what?
Use your tongue to lick it off.
Nah, I'm good.
He's like chalk. What are you talking about?
What's wrong with that?
Eat chalk?
Oh, you're done. Quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Okay, I'm tired.
Whatever.
How long is your workday, Chris?
9 to 5.
Working 9 to 5.
What are some tips for working on my first full resin kit?
Don't over sand. Just get to it. Just do it.
Yeah, sanding be your worst nightmare on a resin.
Sniff the powder that you sand off the model. It will make you better.
There you go.
It will give you superpowers?
No, I didn't say that. It'll just make you a better modeler. It would make you one with the model.
It will make you strong like ox.
Strong like bull.
You show my cancer.
Strong like cancer.
Wow.
If you're lucky.
Calm down, Clem. That's
Oh,
not powdered
darn.
sugar.
What?
From the chat, calm down, Clem. That's not powdered sugar.
It tastes like candy though.
Cane. Sugar. Cane.
Where are you guys getting your resin kits, by the way?
Yahoo Auctions Japan for for originals, or E2046 or GK models. right? Is it called GK models or? You
Yeah.
changed the name of it.
It's like GK dash M.
Yeah, GK-M.
It's on that weird thing. It's like I go to a Taobao for like Phobia Cast, Dreamcast, GKM.
GK, get these nuts.
That makes no sense. Here's the site: www.shop2000.com.tw/GK-M, because fuck YouTube and commenting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there are some. There's in Korea. There's a bunch of casters that sell stuff.
I'll say no. It's a couple of nice guys on Facebook too. Like they sell the same stuff that GK sells.
Really?
Yeah. Like I bought a kit from one of them.
Sells on there though.
Huh?
I think GK actually sells on eBay.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm saying, I mean, like I was trying to find a 5-star story kit, and my friend John mentioned the store on Facebook, and I ordered it from them. I was messaging them, with broken English for like a week. Got the kit from them, and then like a week later, the exact same kit was up on GK. I'm like, it's all from the same workshops.
Those sons of bitches.
I mean, I don't care. I got the same price.
Oh, okay.
I got my kit. I don't.
So where did your kit ship from?
Taiwan. That's where GK is. GK is there too in Taiwan.
Yeah, GK's in Taiwan, I believe.
Oh yeah, Tim, I just saw your message. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those parts yet.
You need to sell them to me.
Why?
Cause I want them.
You know what it is? I'm gonna strip my old Master Raid on you, and I wanna use some of the leftover parts from that.
Make excuses. Sell it to me.
Why?
Cause.
Why? So you can not work on it for 4 years?
So I can make something awesome out of them.
Which Sinanju?
Huh?
Which Sinanju?
Real great.
The Stein.
I got the Stein resin dress-up kit for it, so I have all this leftover armor.
Oh, the resin one. That's right.
Like, I'm mad at
Stein boxes in my house.
I'm mad, like, I didn't realize there was a recast. Like, after I ordered it, I was like, oh, I could have bought the original. It's still available for sale. Like, the shield is a little shrunk, and some of the parts are shrunk, so it's going to be a little annoying.
That's where your master model skills come into play and rebuild it all.
Quit screwing around. Just do it.
There was like a thread on Facebook
Arnold's
about things you don't want to admit. How many kits in your backlog have you started working on that you haven't finished?
A lot.
Really, yeah. Everybody?
Like, huh?
Mike Wine doesn't believe it.
I just counted mine. I have 36.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking I would
asking
say,
everybody?
yeah, everybody, yeah.
Well, I can't say, Clem, I can't say that I haven't started one and not finished, because I've taken some while I was working on a project here at home. I've taken some to the build gatherings and snapped them together. It's not like I just put it away and
Yeah, forget snap kits, because we all do that just like distract. I'm talking about like where you started working on a kit, like modifying it or like prepping it, and then you're just like, oh, I'm going to do something else.
Yeah, where you've actually painted it and decaled it.
You just stopped.
It's at 80%.
never happened.
70% of being built.
I have
Never
one.
happened. Yeah, it's called a hummingbird.
No, the hummingbird's done.
Is it?
Yeah. Been
Sure?
done.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Do you
I'm
want to
positive.
make some little adjustments to it? Or,
Sure.
Nah, the
You
Barbados.
didn't want to
That
pose
one's
it?
in.
just throw that in the garbage and move on.
Yeah.
You know you don't want to even work on it. Just throw it out. Move on.
Yeah, I forget you're working on a Barbados.
Oh, well, I was. I'm not doing it anymore.
Did you give up on it?
I didn't give up. No. I just put it in backlog.
So just showing people what I've been doing is I've been filling these holes right here where this resin piece sticks to the plastic. And there's a hole there, so what I'm doing is I'm just using this epoxy putty and filling those holes.
What is that?
Are you filling all those holes?
What? It's a fireball from Mac SF3D.
Oh.
With a conversion kit that was not designed for it.
Where did you get that little your cutter there? The one with the black and red one. It's the nippers.
This one?
Yeah.
I picked this up from Micro Mark.
Okay. Interesting.
I like it. I've been using it for a long ass time.
What is it?
It's the side cutters from Micro Mark.
Oh. Oh yeah, I've seen those.
I mean, there are no god hands. Is Mike drilling stuff again?
I'm done. Yes, but I'm done.
What on that kit requires drilling?
Sorry, everybody.
No, the pistons in the feet, they fit really, really tightly in the the receiver part. So I was drilling out the receivers.
Here, let's go to you. Let's see what you're drilling out.
All right, I can show you on the foot. I already have done here. The piston here in the front. See how this moves in and out. And I drilled the holes out in this part here because they fit so incredibly tight. They don't move at all. I want them at least to be able to slide in and out without just taking the paint off when I paint these nice chrome pistons.
Don't you want a nice tighter fit? I mean, it feels better, right?
Well, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help the ankle joint for cosmetic, but by drilling the holes out, they fit better. So, wherever I pose it, you're going to see these nice pistons. They're going to move easily without scraping the paint off. Makes sense?
Two questions in the chat from John Lau. One more question. You guys scratched? I'm just going to scratch build. So have you guys ever have to make the part out of epoxy, or is it just with evergreen stuff? And the second question is, do you guys budget for your hobbies? And the third thing is, this whole time, I could have been moderating, but I'm not.
You know what? Okay, fine, Chris. Here.
I don't want to moderate. I don't want to moderate.
You have control. Moderate.
He wants control.
That's gonna kick. I'm not gonna touch it. So answer those questions.
So
What
yes.
do you get?
Scratch building first. Do you guys scratch build out of epoxy, or do you just use evergreen?
I use mostly styrene.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't used epoxy to do any sculpting yet.
Epoxy is really expensive to use, unless you use like what the hell is the stuff that Angel uses?
Milliput?
No, it comes in a jar.
Magic Sculpt.
That's a lot cheaper to use.
You want to?
I like to use epoxy when I'm doing weird stuff like flames.
As if Chris isn't doing his moderating skills. Look.
Told you I'm not fucking doing it.
I
was just pointing out that I could be doing it. I'm not gonna do it.
So what a majority of us do is we'll build a basic frame using styrene, and then if we need a more rounded shape, or if we need to kind of shape between pieces, we'll use the epoxy putty as kind of a small filler. But most of it is done using styrene. And even if you stack styrene, you could sand it down after it's glued down. You can sand it down into a usable, rounded shape if you need it. What was the other questions?
You guys budget for Gunpla?
I used to, but most of it is like, eventually you get to a point where you have such a backlog that
supplies.
supplies will always be, depends on how fast you build, how often you build. You know, the more you build, the faster you build, the more you can go through supplies, the more you're going to need them.
So build slow.
Yeah, build slow. Well, as majority of us get older, we're building a lot slower than we used to.
I think
So
too
a lot
that
of things
comes
a lot
with,
slower than you used to.
well, that comes with like experience or build quality. You know, you can smash out a kit once a month or less, but as you get more experience, you realize you can't let certain things go that you might have let go before. And so it naturally just takes longer because you're so busy fixing everything. You know what I mean?
Correct. But I mean, once you get past like the basic tools, like your airbrush or some of your cutting tools or some of the files or some of the scribing tools, that's the rest of it is upkeep of paint or thinner.
Yeah. I went to Gunpla this weekend and I spent about a little over $100. I bought the RE Freak, which was like $30. The rest was on paint. It's like whatever. It was paint and thinner. It's like
I went to Robot for Less one day and spent $100 just in paint.
yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like you go there and I was like, oh, let me buy a model kit because it's just weird to not buy a model kit at a huge warehouse full of models. But yeah.
And if you're married, you get the, what did you spend $100?
It's easier to hide paint too.
Paint, yeah, all Mr. Color stuff, right?
You just put it in your pockets.
I would open a Valkyrie kit and just go down the list. Okay, what don't I have? And just write them all down and buy every color I needed. I started out with only 10 different colors of Mr. Color. Now I've got, I don't know how many. Got a bunch of them here. You can't see them because it's behind the camera, but if I move the camera down, I mean they're everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't know they have a Mr. Color Titan Blue now. Awesome. Official blue. Let's buy that.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it was.
But yeah, for folks that are building on a budget, it's rough because this is a fucking expensive hobby. I had this discussion with someone on at one of our panels, and he was asking, "Well, what if those guys have a budget? We have to put food on the table." Well, if you're debating between putting food on the table and building models, put food on the table.
Yeah, that shouldn't be. So what you do is you blow a bunch of money early. So then you have a decent backlog. So in case in the lean times where you can't buy anything, at least you've got some stuff in the back. Right?
Yeah, the problem I run into is there's always something cooler that is released.
Yeah, I know. And then you go, ooh, I got to get one of those.
So, or sometimes it's a limited release type thing, and you're not gonna get it again for at least a good number of years. But then again, you don't know if you're gonna build that within the time span of the next release and the current release.
Yeah, or it's going to be stupid expensive if it is available. Like a P-Bandai or something.
Well, we had this discussion earlier about the P-Bandai. Someone posed a question on what did we think about all the P-Bandai.
Sutan posted the question and you answered it like a fool. You
didn't know.
Engage. You do not engage with that person.
Who?
Ignore them.
I engage with everyone. I'm an equal opportunist hater. I hate people.
Right.
Ooh.
Sutan.
Yeah, Mike's not going to know who the hell that is. If I don't know who the hell that is, Mike's going to know who the hell that is.
You're lucky you
Just
didn't
literally
know the list.
Google that name and you fucking see a million examples of who that person is.
Seems like too much work.
It is.
Do I really want to know?
It's hilarious though.
Who is it?
Sweet
You guys
Mom.
are in that, in that world, more so than
What do you mean? What do you mean, world, Clem? He's been around for almost like half a decade, more than half a decade. That world.
That's how much I pay attention to the world around me.
Yeah, that's why you want people to oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Chris
I
is
had a
giving
question.
up.
I had a question. I really don't care enough to like argue that point. Question.
I mean, if you know, on the budget thing, I mean, honestly, if you don't have the money for it, maybe this isn't a hobby for you.
Yeah, Silver Maverick in the chat.
I don't know.
Silver Maverick in the chat made a good comment about that. He's like the people who have like 40 kids and they're like, oh, I don't have money to buy new tools. But here's 40 master grades in a pile that I can't build yet. Just can't afford a pair of nippers.
Yeah,
right.
If you're spending, it's the balance between spending money on a kid versus spending money on the tools. Your kid's going to build and go away. Your tools are always going to be the things that you use to build other kits.
Bingo.
Sometimes it's just an impulse buy. Like the other day,
Mike's all about the impulse buy.
just surfing Amazon, all of a sudden a $70, $80 Valkyrie kit goes on for $40. You're like, oh, okay, I can't pass this up. I know I already have 3,
Jesus.
but
Mike,
now
you need professional help.
I can build the entire squadron.
I have a case. What's 2 more? It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Over there they are. See, there's the diorama, and then 1, 2, 3 more Valkyries right there.
Exactly.
So
And underneath that's another one. That's the Maximilian.
Let's see how Freddy. Looks like Freddy has his spinning kick thing setting up. Does it still work, Freddy?
Oh yeah. Fingers are clean.
okay.
I can't remember which part.
I don't have the lights on it right now, so it's spinning really fast. So it seems to really slow down. But yeah, it's basically this is how it's gonna look like. Gonna have some stuff blowing up and shit like that too.
What do you use for the stuff that's blowing up? I'm curious.
Well, not. It's like an after damage. Like this is. Well, let me grab it real quick.
Oh, you mean it's not going to be in the process of blowing up? Like
No.
fire?
No, because stuff in IBO doesn't really blow up.
Because it's for kids.
Sure, shooting someone point blank is for kids.
You're thinking of build fires too.
Well,
It's
that's for
not.
babies.
Yeah, it's not Thunderbolt. It's not Thunderbolt for sure, right?
I just
dude.
watched Thunderbolt. That's decent.
Thunderbolt's hardcore,
I like
man.
Thunderbolt.
Give it to 'em.
I like Thunderbolt.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
care,
like
much
anime
for the designs,
What do you
but
say?
I don't care much for the designs in Thunderbolt. But
Yeah.
I enjoyed the story.
Yeah, no, I did too.
I like the grittiness of it. It's just dark and gritty.
I like
Yeah.
the jazz.
Like, I mean,
No, it's
you
not-
kind of get, attached to the characters on both sides because they both have, like, their flaws, There's no, like, true hero and, true villain in it. It's just like, kind of like in a real war. I mean, you got people on both sides, fighting for a cause they believe in, and
I mean, we
Yeah.
all like Char and Amuro,
wow,
and they teamed up in the Zeta. That's awesome.
yeah, it was amazing. I loved it. Come on, Amuro, you can do it. Whatever.
You can do it.
and then the fucker disappears for a few years and comes back ready to kill him when he was like his best friend for a few years. Like, what the shit is that? Where's the logic? I don't get it. Anyway, I'm not ranting on it anymore.
Jeez, go read the
He
books.
was in disguise. He didn't know it was Char.
Oh, give me a fucking break. Like, what other dude in the universe,
Afro Vagina.
pilot a mobile suit like that, has flowing blonde hair, and you know, they can sense each other at a moment's notice? Come on. Oh, it must be someone else. Oh no.
No,
I used to have a nemesis that looks exactly like you.
it's Luke Skywalker.
Oh, he
Yeah,
has
right.
sunglasses on.
I felt him.
It was like Lois Lane not recognizing Superman for years and years.
Oops,
I
I
think your
just dropped my
sunglasses
glasses.
look, man.
Oh my god.
What was that?
I said,
Who
oops,
said
I
what?
dropped my glasses. Oh my god.
The fire.
Pick him up, old man.
No,
he's
he
making
was
a-
talking about the Lois Lane thing. You know, it's like, oops, I dropped my glasses, and it's like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that joke didn't come through.
See, Mike, I thought you were talking about was it Superman 2 when he drops his glasses in the fire when they're at
I was actually.
Niagara
That
Falls.
was,
I was right there with you, man. Right there with you.
yes. Those are
One of us got it.
crappy ones. Not the new one. Not the new Superman. The old school one.
In my defense, it has been years since I've seen the original Superman movies.
They're horrible.
Oh, I want to see him on a horse.
They're campy.
You are fucking terrible, Clem.
You know, Richard Pryor was good in Superman 3.
Want to see him on a horse. A dick.
What? What do you mean? I don't get it.
Yeah, the guy died from bed sores, man. A shitty way to go.
Alright, here's what this thing looks like after I puttied it up. So I'm just gonna let it sit and drop it.
So glad that was on camera.
Well, you know,
Yes.
if I
Presented
don't-
to everyone.
if I don't fuck up something, it's not built by me.
Here, take a look at this. Whoops.
That's how Clem wins competitions. He just breaks his shit first,
I know, right?
like he did a couple weeks ago.
It fell off a table.
Yeah.
And it's still won.
And then he goes back, and then he actually tells them. He
Okay,
actually tells them, "Oh, by the way, I dropped this yesterday. Thanks
I
for
have
the
a
win."
flaw. I have a flaw of being honest. But you know what? Fuck you. I'm in the middle of fixing it. Okay. I just need
fuck
to
you.
paint that, and I'll be done. Okay.
You don't want to
you.
do your whole base?
Isn't that a martial arts? It's called fuck you.
Yes.
Clem got really Bruce Lee on us there for a second.
What are you talking about?
Fuck you!
Well, yeah. Accidental talent and everything.
Motherfucker.
Wow, fuck you!
You know, I have to work hard at that accent. I'm not naturally born with that accent, so you know, it takes some practice.
No, it just came out of nowhere. It was surprising as all.
That's a bad mic. Speaking of bad mics,
Question from the chat: what is the meaning of life? Are you guys still wearing
42.
wigs? Thank God,
The meaning of
that.
life?
That was 42.
Money, get bitch.
Are you guys still wearing your wigs?
yes.
Wigs?
I don't know. It's one of the questions.
I don't know.
How much do you hate shit on?
A lot.
Did we lose Mike Wine?
Yes.
Yeah. Poor Mikey.
Also, I'm kind of glad Mike's not for this one. Where are the opening doors?
Mike's actually working on that.
I'm just reading the chat.
Yep.
Indo actually has a diorama that's gonna have opening doors.
No comment.
Is
And
Freddy
it's all
done
fun.
fingering?
Oh, someone cries in a corner. Freddy's done fingering.
I'm done fingering for now.
Anyone want to smell Freddy's fingers?
Is it John?
No, you don't want to do that.
Freddy has an itchy butt, that's why.
Just that one time, okay?
I have a question. Are any of you guys near the fires?
No.
No.
Okay. Just curious. Hoping everybody's okay.
There's
You
no
guys.
fires in
Well,
Maryland, Chris.
Freddy was closer to the...
Okay, Tim. Obviously, I was not
Right.
talking to you, Tim.
Well, you said everybody, asshole.
I'm sorry. I will never
You
do
need to be specific. Shit.
Right, fucking grammar Nazi. Yes, but all of you West Coast members in the video conference.
Thank you. Jeez, is it that hard?
Are any of you near or in danger of burning alive?
No.
No.
So none of you are in danger of burning to ash?
Unfortunately, not.
Damn it.
You know what? We do have a small group here today, so it could be people are burning.
It's true.
Well,
Guys
the
are gonna laugh
question,
now, you're gonna call them tomorrow and be on crying.
the
I mean,
question in the chat is, how do you guys sleep if your beds are burning?
Also, super East Coast for the win.
That's a good question. I like that question.
I don't know. Can we add some midnight oil?
Exactly.
Also, super East Coast for the win.
Whoop whoop.
I like that. I like that we have a decent. It's just all East Coast and West Coast. There's no one in the middle. Red states don't like this chat.
Well, Sean's from what, Alabama, right?
Sean's not here though.
Yeah, I know that. I'm
Yeah.
stating it as an example.
Yeah, Sean's from Alabama.
By Alabama.
Man.
And
All right, we have 3 minutes left in the chat. I'm gonna go around and see if you guys want to plug anything. So since Mike Wine's not here, hey Tim, you want to plug anything?
Yeah, sure, why not? childofmecha.com, working on the website as we speak. That'll be up hopefully sometime in the future. childofmecha.storeenvy.com, get your cool swag. Instagram, Facebook, all that shit. Watch Gunpla Talk this weekend. Bye.
Chris, you have anything to plug?
Squeeze Workbench on Facebook, Instagram.
Correct.
I posted something else on Reddit. I don't know what my username is. I always forget. Yeah. That. Oh, Gundam forums, because there's like 15 of like half the chat is from Gundam forums. You know.
That's cool.
That's about it.
Freddie.
you can go to freddywaswrong.com. You can find me any social media, Freddy Was Wrong. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
All right, and for you guys that don't already know, we have T-shirts for sale. If I don't fuck up the order, I'll send you the correct shirt. We also have our show in November, SCGMC, November 12th, Fullerton Community Center. It's a pretty good venue. If you ever want to see over 100 Gundam model kits on display competing with one another, that's the place to be. And with that, we will see you guys in 2 weeks, and hopefully it's, again, the Freddie and Clem show with guest hosts Tim and Chris.
The East Coast, which is the best coast.
And I leave you with a picture of Tim and I when we first met several years ago.
Nerds.
Which one's
Yeah, look
Tim?
at
The one in
that.
the middle?
No, Tim's not Asian or brown. Tim's as white as they come.
I'm a good Irish white.
This is like a black and white picture. Is it even focusing?
Yeah.
God, you guys are fucking old. Black and white pictures. Jesus.
Well, this was This is a good 16 years
Some
ago.
of the chat. That is photoshopped.
Yep. Of course it's photoshopped.
Hold it closer to your heart.
Oh, screw you guys. All right.
I'll make fun of it some more.
Podcast is over. We'll see you guys later.